65-59. We are back at Medici, Sacramento. We're having technical difficulties. Hopefully this time it doesn't remove us and it just abruptly, right, turns it off. But Vince, the Kings had a lot of positives in the first half, first quarter, second quarter. What would you say is your biggest takeaway?
Fox is in his bag. He's definitely doing everything he can to keep this Kings team in it. And again, first off, shout out to Medici Sacramento for hosting this first, man. We got Tyson here. We met Christian. He came up and he said hello. I mean, this is just a nice vibes. I mean, you guys see, I'm having a beer here while I'm here. It's just a good time being here. But the Kings started off hot, and especially De'Aaron Fox. He was 7 of 9 coming out of that first quarter.
Right.
I believe he had 14 points because they took away a 3, and finishes the first half with 19. The ball is moving. The ball is staying. The Kings are staying active. It's just none of the shots are still falling from the other guys. I think the other guys are the ones that are having the biggest issues. They need to start knocking down those open shots. And you know what, Leo? You know who we saw today for the first time is Trey Lyles.
Right.
We saw Trey Lyles in that first half, and it looked like they were really trusting him by giving him the ball and seeing what he can do with it. And I think he looked well. I think he played better than Metu in that first half. What about you?
Metu's struggling, right?
Yeah.
There's moments where he has real good moments, and then there's moments where you're like, please don't shoot the ball again. It's like a love-hate, but we've always talked about it. He's extremely talented. He needs more reps, but right now it's not a time to really experiment because you only have, 24, 25 games left. You really have to put your best players out there. And even if it's foreign to you, and what I mean by foreign is you really don't know these guys because you haven't coached them all year, but you know the scouting report on everybody. Like, that's what you have an entire coaching staff for. You know what Trey Lyles provides. I still think that guy is going to be Josh Jackson, but if Trey Lyles can...
So, wait, you think Josh Jackson is going to ultimately win that minutes where Metu or Lyles is getting? You really believe that?
I would. Like, if it was up to me...
No joke.
Hey... Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, 6'8", athletic.
I mean, I get
length.
it. It's just
Mo Harkless. Let's check what Mo Harkless has done.
I mean, I'm not saying Mo Harkless should be the guy
first half,
either.
though.
Right? All I'm saying
Mo
is
Harkless
that
started 14 minutes, 0 of 3, 0 of 2, 0 points. What's he done?
He's I'm not saying it's a Harkless. I'm not saying it's Harkless's job, but do you not think that Metu probably should be the favorite to earn that position over Josh Jackson? Like, it should be his job to lose, being that he was the starter.
Oh, he's playing well. He played 8 minutes.
But he did not play well. And you know what? I have to give Alvin.
He had 5 points. He had 5 points.
He looked bad. I'm just being honest. He looked horrible in that first half. But I have to give Gentry credit. He pulled him and went with someone that, again, they've only had one real practice since this trade has gone down. One practice. Everything else has been flights. It's been shoot-arounds. They trusted Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles has come in, and he's, brought a little bit of energy. He's running the floor. Tyson brought it up right away. He said, man, he ran the floor and finished right there at the rim, and they're trusting him with the basketball. I mean.
But he's only shooting 30% from beyond the arc this season. Ouch.
Hey, Tyson, you hear him on the sideline. He said it's still better than Metu.
Is it really?
I don't know. I mean,
let's double check. Let's double check.
Stat boy Tyson, what we got? is that facts or is that just?
You're right. 28%. Oh my God!
Hey, he came out here with Stat boy right there, oh, man.
Stat boy Tyson, man.
Stat boy Tyson,
love it,
bro. That's nice.
That's crazy. Both are mediocre. One's a little bit less mediocre.
What's now? We have to answer the real one. Stat boy Tyson, can you look up one more for me? What's Josh Jackson's 3-point percentage this season? Like he said, hey, we gotta hire this guy. He said, I'm already looking at that. I'm already trying to find that for you guys. Like that 27, bro. So honestly, Lyles could earn that role. I mean, the thing is though, I think
that's nothing to be proud of though. 30, 28, 27.
What's Fox's 3-point percentage?
Stop it. Tonight is 50. Okay, leave him alone.
Even when they take away that 3,
26.7. That's tough.
I'm telling you, bro. That's why I gotta say that his ceiling is. I'm looking at his ceiling. I need to know if I'm looking at the ceiling for Fox, or if this is a vaulted house that we have in Fox, and you just gotta walk a little bit deeper in the house, and it goes way up higher. You know what I mean?
Well, right now he's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He should have been 3 of 5 because they didn't count that shot.
No, we saw the replay,
which ended up screwing me. But
we saw the replay. It's not like it should have been. We saw
19
the replay.
points.
You
hey
called
man,
it.
do you remember that shot from Horace Grant in the finals at the half court buzzer beater? They ended up counting that shot. They came back and won Game 4 at the buzzer. They had all the momentum. I think the Kings were up by 20. With that shot, they were down 17. And I'm talking about the Lakers. That shot shouldn't have counted. They should have just gave him the shot, bro. Like, it's All-Star weekend. Give Fox an extra 3-point shot. Improve that 26%, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hold on. Are we back on the Kings telecast, or is this on TNT that we're seeing a Kings commercial? This is back on the Kings telecast.
Yeah.
I was about to say, TNT is giving Kings love today,
What?
bro. That's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, they're Sacramento proud, man.
Hey.
You know
Again,
it, man.
shout out to Medici Sacramento,
Facts, bro.
This is awesome being in this environment, and just the food smells great. Hey, the beer is good.
The food smells great. The beer is great. Their wings are amazing. The ovens are at 900 degrees. That's right. Really, really hot. If you get anywhere near close to that, you are scorching real hot. So, shout out to them. The closest thing to Italian pizza. They got that applewood, smoky wood right next to me, man. It smells good. So, we love it here. And again,
Fox highlights too,
support your local businesses. De'Aaron Fox, we're watching his highlights. He's in his bag. Give him the in, give him the out. He is getting you buckets. And this is a version of Fox that I love, right? This is a version of Fox that I always talk about that we could potentially see if he hires one of the best shooting coaches in the world. And I'm referring to Rafa Dor. I believe if Rafa Dor becomes his shooting coach, you're going to see at least 36% from beyond the arc. Book it. If Rafa Dor,
that's a big jump. Can we just go back to where we were last season?
No. If Rafa Dor, wait. If Rafa Dor took his best friend and Bam Adebayo from 61% from the free throw line to now 87%, I think he can do it with the guy that has real good mechanics. But Rob tells me there's something missing that I can't, that my eye's not trained for, that only he can fix. So there's something to be fixed there that no fan is really looking at. So that's all I got to say.
Look, I'm not going to disagree with you in the fact that he probably sees something that we don't see when it comes to either his mechanics or mentally.
His footwork.
His footwork,
how anything. He lands.
Anything. And I'm not going to say we're professional enough to say it, but I have to say one thing. You have something on top of that awesome Sacramento Proud hat. That's another hat because you're capping if you're thinking that he's getting to 36%, bro. You're capping if you think he's getting to 36%. Hey, he's for sure capping.
36% is crazy to you?
I want to. Was he shooting this year?
26.7%. I mean, he's having a down year, but he's having a down year.
Can we just go back to where we were at 33? You're gonna go.
So what's he shot the last 4 games?
From 3-point range or total? I mean, I'd have to look. That's
above 40%.
1 second. Above 40. Can you look that up?
He ain't got
the last 3 games.
Above 40%. Don't tell me 36 ain't realistic.
How many 3-pointers has he taken in that time?
Hey, we love Stat Boy Tyson, man.
Tyson, you gotta be around for every podcast just for that notion. Stat Boy Tyson. Remember, he's taking 5 a game. 5 3-pointers for a game. He's making 2.5. Yo, if he can do that, that's solid. What, the Kings are 2-1 over those last 3 games?
Big man, though. That's my point.
Well, so I agree.
What?
A catch and shoot.
Right. But off the dribble, Vince said it himself. He's real nice.
That's what I've been saying is I think Fox's mechanics are there, but you asked him this season to start it. Hey, I know you've been the guy that's been a point guard. I know that he is that you're used to having the ball in your hand and dictating the pace in that way, but we want to bring in this other guard who showed promise as a passer next to you, and you play shooting guard. We need you to be just learn a whole new role after we just paid you, and that didn't make much sense to me. His best talent is finding his rhythm with the ball in his hands, and we got to see it today. I mean, he drove up the floor. Tyson and I screamed while we were setting this up. Right. Tyson and I screamed at the TV because he dribbled up the court in transition and popped the 3 from the top. Bucket. I mean, I tweeted a guy with a big backpack on because he came into that first quarter, Fox did, and brought the bag, bro. And he's doing it. He's 8 of 11, 19 points, 5 assists. He's looking good tonight. I mean, you have to applaud Fox. He's the reason why the Kings are still in this game and only down 6, and they should be down 10 by how much the other guys. And that's where that conversation comes in of when are those guys going to knock down shots? And I'm going to pose this question to you now, and even to the chat if they're listening, which is, how are we really feeling about Dante DiVincenzo through 3.5 games?
I love his defense, his tenacity on defense. It just feels like he's not there yet from an athletic perspective, because someone who has gone through an ankle injury, a very severe one, high ankle 3, pretty much broke it, tore a bunch of ligaments. Dante went through something similar, and it's tough because everyone reacts differently. Like Lonzo Ball took about 4 or 5 months to come back. De'Aaron took 1 month, right? Like, that guy is Wolverine. Like, his brother was telling me, like, damn, like,
Lonzo's still ducking Fox.
Right. That's funny. But it's true. He said, I don't know how Fox, my brother, came back so fast, but I do recall that when he did come back in about a month, in about a week, per se, he wasn't the same player regardless. So it takes time to find your rhythm, for it to become, or just for it to click mentally in your head, like, okay, I'm going to attack this certain possession. But sometimes you're scared to jump off that ankle. And right now, I'm not saying he's scared, but he doesn't have that rhythm that he had when the Bucks were just, when he was a starting shooting guard for that championship Bucks team, man. So to me, it's mental at this point.
So he's leading the bench unit in terms of minutes. He's played 12 minutes and 30 seconds. He has 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. He's 0 of 2 from the field. He's 2 points. Both came off the free throw line, and he's a -9 in this game. Harrison Barnes has points. I mean, he's the second leading scorer with 13, but he's a -7 on the game, and I believe the lowest number we have here is a -2 for both Fox and Sabonis. Mo Harkless, Harkless is positive with a 3, and Trey Lyles is positive with a 2. So if you're looking at plus minus, and you know how much the Kings love looking at those numbers, that could be why you're seeing so much of Mo Harkless. That's a possibility, but I mean, we're gonna see it. The second half's about to tip off right now. Let's act like we're the telecast here, Leo. What are your 3 keys of the game? Down by 6.
My 3 keys of the game is obviously protect the ball. You're on the road. Fox needs to close out better, so I'm going to call him out. We need to see better closeouts from De'Aaron. And then my third takeaway is I need Domantas Sabonis to take at least 12 shots in the second half.
12 shots in the second half?
At least
12 shots. Let me see. He's already taken 7, so you're saying he needs to shoot at least 19 shots today.
Yes. So
he comes out with 1 right now.
He's 1 of 1. And they're down by 4.
So the Kings starting this game were plus 5.5. For those who didn't know,
right?
I told Leo this last night when that line came out that I have the Kings win this game by 5.
Okay, perfectly. And I'll be transparent. I lost first quarter because I got in too late. That's my fault.
Justin Holiday off that screen.
Right. That's my fault. And then the second half, I had him at 6.5, but they bummed me and they canceled my bet and they gave me 4.5 and I lost. So I'm down first quarter, second quarter. And I think they'll win the third quarter.
Great hands by Sabonis to get that steal from. Oh man, great hands.
And great way to push that.
Who's that? Is that Barnes? Nice, Barnes.
So one thing that I noticed about the podcast last
too.
night with James from the Indy Star, he said that Rick Carlisle said that Sabonis pushing the ball was their best offense. That he was doing way too much because he didn't have the talent around him. It's interesting because I love it when he pushes it, man. It's kind of like a interesting dichotomy there where you don't want him doing too much of that because it really exerts, his energy and it really takes him away from the paint. But at the same time, when he does push the ball, everyone's running and gunning, and we just saw what that could potentially do. Now, how many times we do it a game
is the big
who
question.
knows, right? Like
that's the big question.
That's a big thing for me. So
He has to know when to control
Right.
it. And I think the cool thing is that Sabonis is a very smart basketball player. Thank you for shouting out the podcast. Yeah, I
Right.
just did that podcast, youtube.com/SacKingsNation. Check out the Kings Court where we had James Boyd from the Indy Star join the show.
Ooh.
I mean, a lot of good stuff in there. And the Kings, you know, the one thing I keep seeing, and it started in the first quarter, and they're doing it here now to start the second half, is they're being aggressive defensively. When the Kings started falling behind, you started seeing that snowball effect.
Wow,
and the Ox
De'Aaron
and
Fox.
gave the big string to the Fox, and man, he finishes tie game. But the Kings just need to keep staying aggressive. It's not about playing fast; it's about playing aggressive. And I think that they have to realize that this Bulls team is just. Sorry, I'm trying to see what DeRozan's trying to do on Sabonis here.
So DeMar DeRozan attacks him in the chest, and it's real good defense. But sometimes when you're a professional basketball player, better offense always wins. And right here we see a pick and roll from Domantas Sabonis, which then he says, "Ayo, it's barbecue chicken, no foul call because they're on the road." But that's a real good play by De'Aaron Fox.
Wants to shoot this so bad.
Well,
that's a dime. I've never seen him make a no look like that before. Dime.
So we just had Vooch, really want to shoot the ball. He pump fakes. He dribbles about 3 times, and then he throws out a nice dime to the corner for an open 3. The Bulls are up 70-65. The Kings are swinging the ball. Here we go. Oh, okay, Harrison Barnes.
See, you can't make that pass so predictable, though. That's a problem.
Right. Turnover, Kings. Here comes.
That's called getting too
cute.
That's called getting too cute.
The Sumo in. Oh, wow. Play of the game already, huh?
Oh. Yeah, that's that left. That's that right to left. That's almost unstoppable at the top.
That's why I tell you, bro. Like, I bet on talent every time. There's no disrespect to Tyrese, but Tyrese ain't doing things like this.
Tyrese is
like
talented,
we've seen, like Fox is capable of being just special.
But when you say that sentence, Tyrese is talented, bro. Like, come on now.
When have I said that he's not talented? I said he's limited. There's things that he can't do. Like there's things that he can't do though. It's okay. Like, it's okay to admit that. Like, sometimes when you're hella smart like him, you don't have to do those types of things. I'm just saying, like, if both guys hit their ceiling, one guy is clearly more talented because one guy can do more things.
I mean, let's talk about Halliburton real quick while Ayo is at the free throw line. He's played 29 minutes with 11 minutes still to go in the fourth quarter as they are, I believe, up 10 against the Washington Wizards. He's 5-11 from the field, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and a steal. He does have 4 turnovers, but I mean, he's walked in and kept doing Halliburton things. Maybe we're overlooking scoring, or I should say you're overlooking the scoring because, I mean, he is definitely – I don't know if limitations is really his thing. I think you have to view him as a different type of star, and he's going to be the facilitator, the orchestrator, where Fox is going to be your guy that can give you a little bit of everything, but he's your primary scorer, and you need to put the help around him.
But he's more than capable of actually getting everybody involved.
Right,
like he's done it. Like
he's knock down shots.
He's averaged 7 assists a game. Like that's the funniest part about all this. Fox has averaged 7 assists a game for an entire season, 25 points for an entire season. Fox can pass. That's just not his strength, but he can do it.
Yeah, he's a willing passer.
Like, I still don't know if Tyrese can score at a high level. He's done it for a few games. Yeah, he had 40 points against the Sixers or whatever, but I don't know if he can do it for an entire season. And last night was, another indication where he took 13 shots? Like,
he's
and
at
then
11 shots right now heading into the fourth.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, on one night he'll give you 12 shots, one night he'll give you 20. Like, he needs to be consistent, but that's his thing. Like, it's in his DNA to be super unselfish. And that's his, to me, that's a weakness, man.
It might be. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I thought that question last night that we got from, I'm going to try and remember your name. It's like LOWC or something like that.
Right.
He asked, like, in 2 years, are we going to look at this trade as a bad trade? Like, as a failure, I believe was his words. And I think it all depends on how good Tyrese turns into and how much better of a player Fox is now. Like, they literally said, Fox, you are our guy. And then they did this situation to him, and then they doubled down and said, Fox, you are our guy. Whether you want to believe that sentiment or not, like, moving away from Halliburton, who showed as much promise as he did. They made him a starter in his second year. They said this is still Fox's team. We're going to put him next to an all-star. We're going to give him 3 and D, and we're going to see if this can get us at least to the play-in and what we can actually build. Now, again, I was the first one, at least one of the first ones that came out and said, I love this trade for the Sacramento Kings. I still love this trade for the Kings. I love the Ox and the Fox. I love the idea of having a 1-2 punch as a big and a small, the screening ability. And, again, would it be a failure in 2 years? I don't think so. I don't think the Pacers are going to go anywhere. It's just, can the Kings make the playoffs? And I think it's just about those other guys. Like right now, I think the Kings are talented. They just need those other guys to knock down shots, and they need to stay aggressive because I feel like they still get into this snowball effect when they get behind. It's just constantly like, oh, no, here it goes. Oh, no, here it goes. You know what I mean?
And if you guys are keeping up, Illinois lost once again, 70-59 to Rutgers. That is crazy. Number 12 team.
How'd the bobsled team do?
Who?
The bobsled team.
Bobsled?
Yeah, how they do?
Who's that?
The bobsled team?
Yeah.
I want to know how good America did in the bobsled.
Who's that?
It's the Winter Olympics, bro. How do we do in curling?
Fuck, I don't know. I ain't watching that, bro. Now, let me ask you this. Is the Winter Olympics every 4 years, too?
I mean, yeah, it's the Olympics. I mean, they don't change the rules.
Was it delayed in 2020 and they just postponed for 2022?
I mean, you're asking a lot of questions here. Like, I watch the Olympics a lot. I watch the Olympics for basketball and curling, bro. That's it.
Curling?
You don't know what curling is?
No. What is it?
Curling is great. Curling is you take a rock and you slide it down. You slide it down this thing, and then you have one person that has to cross a line. After it crosses that line, you can do a broom, and you clean the ice, and then you try and get it in the middle of like this red target. Look at curling, bro. Curling's fun.
Did they really call that? Wow, the refs are just being really bad. The refs are being really bad right now, guys. Like, that is ridiculous. It's a clear off the Bulls. Thank you. So they overturned the call because it was just too oblivious, right? Danny's out here doing flips, man. Like, that's just ridiculous.
I think I just saw Danny do a real backflip. He was that angry. Like, it was crazy.
Oh, man. Shout out to Danny, man, owner of Medici Sacramento. You got Harrison Barnes in his bag, but it's okay because Sabonis.
That's what I like to see, dude. Sabonis is such a smart basketball player. Addresses the double. Harrison Barnes doesn't quit. Cuts down back front side. Oh, my God.
That's the thing, though. Nice. Like, I talked about this. Now the Kings can maximize, optimize Harrison Barnes to his max potential because you have a guy like Sabonis who can really do damage, especially if you cut. And here we go, Vooch, 4-3, brick.
I think the Kings are trying to live with Vooch shooting that 3, but they have to realize that. Beep, beep. Oh, my goodness.
He got fouled, bro.
He has to finish that. That was crazy. See, but I mean, that's a Holiday giving up on the play. Man, Fox was – I didn't even know Fox was down the court. I blinked, and he was already at the basket. I was like, beep, beep,
that's why – and that's great.
Beep, beep, room. That was crazy.
That's all I got to say, bro. I bet on talent every single time. That's all I got to say. That's crazy, bro. Tyson.
Beep, beep, room. That was gone.
Are you betting on talent every time?
Oh, let's get this guy.
Tyson was Tyson was the only one who wanted DeRozan because you know what? His philosophy is I believe in DeRozan because he's talented. I said, well, the fit might. He said he's talented, and it's like, bro.
Stat Boy Tyson coming to the show, guys,
live. Stat Boy Tyson. He's done a real good job. He's written one article. Unfortunately, we're part of this network to where they switched owners, and I can't get a hold of the new owner because I think it's like a gambling site now. And so cowbellkingdom.com is somewhere lost. I gotta find the domain. I hope I still own it, but that's why we haven't seen more articles from Tyson though. But he's really trying to focus on writing more articles. And once we get that domain back, we can run the site in itself and just write articles. So Tyson can start doing it. He's a high school junior or senior?
Senior.
So he's a high school senior. looking for other universities. So if you guys have any suggestions, I say go to Nevada. Shout out to the
Probably where I'm
Wolfpack.
going.
Shout out to the Wolfpack. 6th best program in the journalism.
I'm about to go to visit. Next week, I'm going to visit.
So you're gonna love it. I mean, as soon as you get on that campus, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
From the pictures, it looks pretty sick.
It's crazy because you would never think that type of campus is in Reno, right? Because Reno has like the most negative perception, but the fact of the matter is the University of Nevada, Reno is one of the best schools in terms of journalism, nursing, engineering. There's certain programs that are top notch. The business school, I would say, is okay. Have some friends that graduated from there, but there are certain programs that are really good, man. So if you do want to stay in this industry, I think it's more of the contacts. You know, a lot of my mentors are still professors there that I can, get you involved with, and with the school newspaper and all that good stuff, man. But definitely Sac State has a cool program too, I guess. Stingers up. I mean, I'm not going to shit on them, but they're not at the level of Nevada, and I'm just being completely honest.
I can see that.
Yeah. No, I mean, one school is part of the Mountain West, and the other school is part of the Big West. There's a big talent difference when it comes to the Mountain West, you know what I'm saying, and then the Big West. So
If I stand right here, can you see me?
Yeah.
Hey Tyson, while I have you on camera here, and the Kings are looking to make a nice half-court offense. Look at this, man! A half-court offense.
And one.
No and one, but they're going to the line. So now that I have you, while Fox is walking to the line, and I have both of you guys here, the last time you and I hooped, we had Leo there, and I just want you to address something for the fans because it continues to be a thing when we do the live shows between me and Leo. Who was dogging Leo the entire game when we won?
I mean, we did lose, 4 in a row?
Yeah, but who was screaming?
Yeah, you were.
Okay, I just want to make sure we had that on camera. That's the first time.
wait, no, that's not what you asked him.
Who was dogging?
I mean,
you asked him if you were dogging me, which is not true because I wasn't even guarding you.
I gotta cut him some slack.
Did he not say I wouldn't do it to him? Then I said, come here, and I did it right.
What did I do to him, though?
Yeah, we did get game done.
Tyson.
Stat boy Tyson keeps it real with 100%.
Tyson, who got game? You or me though? On defense.
After the switch. Yeah, he did.
We gave up some size.
That's a lie. That's a lie, but it's okay though. It's okay.
We'll be playing tonight downtown.
And if they close too early, right? If Justin Holiday just hit a 3.
Holiday starting to find that stroke.
If downtown Sac closes at 9, we'll probably be at Fulton. Yeah, Vince? If they close at 9, which they do, are we going to Fulton? Because Fulton closes at 11. Yeah, man. The Kings are giving up buckets, but they're getting buckets.
Let's go right there. That's a foul. Come on, bro.
So right now, they didn't call a foul.
Yeah, they did.
They called out of bounds.
That's foul. They called foul on that. Just a great extra pass to Holiday. That's you gotta get. I think
they call a foul.
I think that's 3 on DeMar.
They called the foul. Yeah.
How is that not a shooting foul?
High pick and roll. Nice little hammer screen.
Good step back.
For him to get in his bag. I mean, that's a good shot. That's a shot. Oh, DeMar DeRozan with the crossover hezzy to the rack.
Right,
that was beautiful to watch. Dante DiVincenzo.
That's not a foul?
Out of control. No foul. The refs are just being
can't get
crazy
nothing going
right
to the
now,
basket.
man. It's wild.
Nasty crossover by DeMar.
That is crazy. So DeMar DeRozan is in his bag. He right now, let's check how many points he got. So DeRozan has 22 points, Tyson. 11 and 16, pretty efficient. That's your guy. Guy gets buckets. He's one of the top scoring guards, and he only shoots how many threes a game? He's only shooting 33%, right, from beyond the arc, which is just crazy. In the league where he's averaging 28 points a game.
Which is 4th in the entire league.
So that's what I'm saying. So when like Vince wants to disrespect De'Aaron Fox and say that he's shooting 26%, like to me, the guy can average 27 points without really scoring the three.
Just live in that mid-range.
Because he's that gifted. Like, he's truly that gifted to me. Right. So Vince is talking about potentially having a Holmes Sabonis lineup here.
Let's go. Knock that down,
Knock
Dante.
that down. He's short.
Good effort, but he can't get no
his
whistles.
Back. Watch his back. Watch his back. Watch the back.
Vooch.
Oh.
Good defense.
See, that's the thing. Like, Fox is engaged right now. He's playing
Great
at a high
defense,
level.
Great defense. Give me
They
that.
better not call that foul.
That's
They
a
better
jump
not call
ball.
that foul.
Should be a jump ball there. If he hits that, I mean, you got to. Yeah,
Okay,
that's great
thank you.
defense. Great
Thank you.
defense.
Hey,
Great.
see, give Fox credit. He's playing.
That was great defense
I mean,
for
he's
the full
engaged, bro. Like,
24 seconds.
I mean, he's engaged right now. I mean, do you get what I'm saying, though, when I say
When he's locked in, he's
I'm betting Fox every time because he's more than capable of doing certain things that Tyrese can't do.
Yeah.
Like, when they say Tyrese is a great passer, I agree. Like, he's a better playmaker.
But he's a selfish passer.
Also, one thing, and then, like, don't tell me Fox can't pass either, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy when they disrespect him. Like, oh, he can't pass because the result don't say 10 assists a game. It's like,
yeah.
okay, but I mean, when he attacks the rim and he puts so much pressure on the defense, he kicks it out. That
Yep.
could lead to a hockey assist, which no one talks about. And I think Lonzo Ball is really the best at a hockey assist. I just think Fox is a super underrated passer, man. And
Yep. And if you put the talent around him, it'll show.
it'll show, man. Right now, the Kings are down 86-77 with 3:41 remaining in the third quarter. DeMar DeRozan is back. They're like, okay, well, the Kings are about to make a run. Let's put DeRozan back into the game. One thing that I noticed, too, is that people were like, oh, the Kings are facing a depleted team. And I'm like, bro, they've been missing these players for a while. Like, what are you talking about? They're only depleted when the Kings face them.
Great help defense there, except for DeMar's just that good.
Fox got elbowed.
Great defense.
Fox got elbowed, and they called no offensive foul on that. That's crazy. So Dante DiVincenzo hit him on the pick and roll, bro. He's too late on that.
It's got to be a bounce pass.
I mean, facts, but he's just too late on that. Watch. Look. What'd I say? Got elbow right in the face, bro.
Come on, bro.
I saw that live. Oh, man. Here we go.
Give him your Twitter handle. Let's try and get this guy some followers, bro. He's going to be writing articles and everything. Give it out there.
No Twitter, but Instagram at Tyson Warren 824.
824, man. 824. Shout out to Kobe, man.
Shout out to this guy
And
right
then-
here, bro. Tyson holding down the spot for me to get another
Shout out
beer.
to the entire staff at Medici Sacramento, man.
Yo, you know what
Great
Danny just told me?
people. What?
He said the next home game we got to be here doing this again.
Facts.
He said it gets crazy in here for home games, though. We need to be here. More fans will be in here. More interaction. I bet
It's
you
crazy, man, because, like, there was about 7 people on Instagram today, Tyson knows it's true, that said that they'd be here. One person showed up. Tyson showed up.
Hey, shout out to Christian for showing up again. Man. That's awesome.
Facts. Like, we had a lot of people saying they're coming. Some people are probably at work still. I mean, it is a Wednesday afternoon. 5 o'clock start. If the game started at 7, we'll probably get more people in. But the Kings are down by 7 with 2:52 left.
This is the moment. This is the moment where I'm worried for the Kings. This is where
They have to close out
Fox
this third
is
quarter.
going to have to be alone because there's no Davion Mitchell, so he doesn't get that relief, that little breather, during this third.
Shout out
And
to the
there's no
Pistons that
Sabonis.
are tied 108 right now.
So with who?
To the Celtics.
Wow.
We're on the 9-game winning streak, by the way.
DiVincenzo finally, bro. Huge
Dante
three.
with a huge three-point
three.
shot.
His
The Kings
confidence
are down.
never wavers. You have to applaud that man. He says, I know I'm a shooter. I'm gonna keep shooting that thing. What do we always say? Shoot or shoot. I've been in shooting some before, but I know I'm a shooter. I'm the 4th best shooter in Sacramento.
He's so
I know.
nice, bro.
I'm glad we're not gonna talk about what I
He
said.
like DeRozan has no need to shoot the damn 3-point shot.
And what's funny is this is the year he's taken actually the most.
That's insane. What a great. Oh, he finished it?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he did.
That was a dime by DiVincenzo.
What a dime. What a great cut. Great recognition by Metu. Here we go.
Metu earning his minutes right here.
Metu is earning his. He said, Trey Lyles, who?
Look at this. He's
out here
that's a little
being
overaggressive,
reckless.
though. That's a little
He's out here being reckless, but it's okay, though.
DeRozan wants you out that far. You need to stay at the 3-point line and make him start bumping you because he wants to get mid-range. You don't want to let him use his speed against you because DeRozan has that switch gear too, and that's where he gets those Showtime dunks on people. When you start playing him high, that's a nice cut.
That's a foul too. But he ain't getting that call. He's meant to. Here we go. Oh,
good D. That's what I'm saying. Oh, ayo.
Wow, what a great defensive play. That's a great defensive play by AU.
Yeah, he went up slow. I think he thought he was gonna get fouled. I think Dante thought he was gonna get fouled.
That's insane. Like no foul.
Harkless. I thought it was Metu. That's Harkless.
Just what a great block, though. I mean, he timed it though.
That was AO literally staying on him.
Great. That's great defense.
DiVincenzo didn't try to create any space on that. Like I feel like he gave that.
Typically though, 99% of the chance, like
he's yamming that.
No.
You don't think so?
Defenders just give up.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he assumed he had.
Right.
And
but it was right there.
AO said
lurking.
AO said, "Oh, Caruso, you're working out. You're dribbling. Hold on a second. Hold my bag while I go play in this game. What's up?"
DJ from Cali says, still very little off-ball actions in this scheme. Honestly,
we just saw Metu run backdoor. We saw an offensive rebound that turned into a backdoor cut from Harrison Barnes. We saw a screen turn into another screen on the offside, but just Fox gets to hold onto the ball. And a lot of times people aren't paying attention to that. They're just watching the basketball and they're thinking that oh, you're supposed to see that there. I think open it just a little bit more. I agree with you. It's not like there's perfect amount of off-ball movement, but there's so much more off-ball movement now than what there was a week ago. You know what I'm saying? And more cutting, more ball movement.
The Pistons are down by 1 with the ball. 111, 110.
Are you asking me if you should take this bet?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. Because I'm going to say I'll always bet against the Pistons right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, they closed down the line, but that's crazy.
I would say
they brought it back out. Minus 260 Celtics.
Yeah.
That's just no value in that bet, but here we go. Ayo. See,
what?
I love Dante. He's always battling with big old dudes.
That's
bro.
King's ball, though. That's King's ball. Tony Bradley pushed that out. Replay, watch. How is that not King's basketball?
I don't know.
Look at even Dante knows. He's like, there's no way.
That's crazy. Here comes the high flyer, Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, but he's gonna jump in your face. You better be careful.
Here we go.
I love the matchup though between him and Holmes. Holmes should definitely be the dominant player in this lineup. Holmes should definitely be the dominant player in this matchup. The Bulls are running no bigs. They took out Tony Bradley. They brought in Derrick Jones Jr. Holmes is the big man. This is where he needs to start.
What
moving.
a pass. Dante, that's a championship player right there. Great set, by the way. It was a little floppy high screen action up there, and we saw a great cut from Maurice Harkless. I know Vince and I said that he wasn't playing that well, but
who?
Maurice is playing well today. He's doing the little things.
It's not that he's not playing. I mean, he's just not consistent, and that's
my God. Dante DiVincenzo just sidestepped, euroed, and
my shot's not working. Let me pass. My shot's not working. Let me rebound. My shot's not working. Let me defend. And then guess what? My confidence still stays at a 10, and I'm doing these things. That one 3-pointer goes down. He's done a lot
Oh
since
my
then.
gosh.
And you know what? You have to applaud the Kings. What did I say 2 minutes ago when this happened? This was
Finish
the moment I
strong.
was worried. This is the moment I was worried.
Finish
Fox
strong.
and Sabonis was off the floor. They were down by 6. Tie game. 26 seconds left, and we're gonna see how they
My
close out this
goodness.
quarter.
Dante DiVincenzo with the Euro step, side step. Wow.
When's the Kings? Are the Kings home for their next game after the break? They are, right? Kings home. Stat boy Tyson.
I'm like, point over there.
Home against
There we
Denver.
go.
That's it.
If
First
they
off,
win this game, that game's gonna be like the anticipation's gonna be rocking.
I want to see what they. I'm already. I was rocking to see this
At home?
at home. A home and
That's
home.
ugly.
A home and home, and then what's the game after that?
No, Denver or
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's a home and home, and then within a 2-day span. So who's on that Friday game or that Monday game?
they got to split one game.
And okay, so they go on a road trip after that one game here in Denver. So this is going to be their time during this break to really mesh together. And
Will they
find these
practice
guys.
though? Because guys
they
go
will.
out of town.
Well,
Guys are
the
out.
new guys are going to be moving.
Right. But then some of these guys are going to All-Star Weekend, like
Who?
Davion.
Just Davion. That's it. Tyrese is on another team. He ain't in Sacramento no more.
Buddy's on another team. Is Buddy defending his title?
No, he's not playing. It's Trey. Trey is probably the favorite. Cat,
Cat?
yeah. 40%. 45, he upped it?
I mean, I watched him play last night.
Yo, he's playing right now. Look at Cat's line tonight. He had like 12 points at the end of the first quarter, too. Cat is on a tear. Hey,
Who would you rather
can I
have,
say-
Sabonis or Cat?
Cat, 1,000. Cat, 1,000. If they're both not going to play defense, I'm taking Cat's offense all day long.
Over Sabonis' defense, over his passing.
Yeah. For Cat's passing this year has been great. Hey, but I'm going to make a very bold statement that 90% of people are not going to agree with. They're going to be like, it's debatable, but 90% of you guys are not going to agree with me. Anthony Edwards was the all-star out of Minnesota, not Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't know about that.
Anthony Edwards is
That's debatable.
without Anthony Edwards, that team would have not be where they are right now. And without Cat, I feel like this team would be still competitive with just Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell and the energy that brings with Jaren Vanderbilt and McDaniels and Beverly. Like the swagger.
That's not crazy to say that because when Cat didn't have Ant,
they
were
doing
trash.
that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
so.
Ant's real, bro. He should have.
But
been
he
all-star.
also didn't have D'Lo either, though. Right.
Can I be honest? I think Ant should be an all-star over DeJounte Murray. I'm gonna pull up his stats right now.
I know, but like DeJounte's elite defensively. He's almost averaging
Anthony
a triple
Edwards
double.
is a really good defender. I get that, but one team is about to be in a play-in and potentially move even higher to an actual playoff spot, where the other one is at the bottom.
But he's having a historic season though.
Okay, but still, this is Anthony Edwards' stat line: 22, 5, 4 with 2 steals, while shooting 44% from the field and 78% from the line.
I think Murray is like 28 and 9, which is insane.
But one team is winning and one team isn't.
But it's 28 and 9. That's insane to me.
Yeah, Hornets are a playoff team, and he was a fill-in though.
Yeah, but if like DeJounte was
But
on,
I get it. I also get it though. Like Cat's numbers are eye-popping. Like 20+ points,
That's crazy.
double-digit rebounding. A lot of
Bro, the Pistons are up 112, 111 with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I got league pass. Hold on, we might have to
Oh
turn that
my
off.
gosh. The Wizards are down by 2 to the Pacers, 103-105 with 18 seconds left. Pacers just scored 107-103, 18 seconds left. Tyrese, I'm just joking. I'm not sure if it was Tyrese. But the Kings are down 90-88. With
19
points, 13 assists,
17 shots.
17 shots.
See, but like that's what I'm saying. Holmes is giving
Holy
up right now, man. Like
smokes.
I'm gonna be keeping it 100 with you guys. Holmes has not been the same, and we talked about it during last night's podcast. And you can say it's from the traumatic thing that he's going through, being that he lost his cousin. You could say that it's been that he's been just out of it with the eye injury, then getting COVID, but or it could also be the fact that he lost his number one guy in Tyrese that would always look for him. And this is a problem. Bring in Sabonis, call a timeout. Call it early.
Call a timeout
Call
now.
a timeout early. But nope, Gentry was going to let him ride. Call it early. That's 7 straight points. Big shot doesn't go in, and now they're looking. They can be piling on right here.
By 10. Wow.
No, they just call out of bounds, not a foul, but still. Bring in Sabonis. This is where this is either timeout or Sabonis comes in.
It's rare when like Dante falls for a fake like that.
There it is. There's the guy. Sabonis is back in the
Sabonis
game.
is back in the game. No timeout. Great defense.
Metu's playing good defense. You have to give him credit.
Was that Metu?
No, but he's just been playing good defense. He said take out.
That
Metu.
was Metu, I think.
No, Metu got the rebound, but that's a bold shot. We need a good shot, not a home run. The Kings are looking to get a home run to get back within 4. You're down 7. Run a nice set because this is that snowball effect that I'm talking about. Nice help back. Oh man, going back to Vucevic, Sabonis seeing that there was a mismatch there, and then helping to get the ball out of his hands, and Fox staying, not jumping on DeRozan. Huge. Barbecue chicken. Vucevic is barbecue chicken down there for Sabonis. Not a defender. That's what they need. They need that easy bucket. That's what Sabonis brings.
Pistons won?
Win.
Wow.
I still never bet on the Pistons, bro. I still never bet on the Pistons. Speaking of bets, NBA Best Bets will be coming back after the All-Star break. That's where, for those who don't watch the show already, I give out a bunch of picks. I'm at 54.6% on the year. I did take plus 5.5 today for the Sacramento Kings, although I did not do a show today. And the reason why is because I am starting the whole entire thing I've been telling you guys. The Excel sheet comes out after the All-Star break, and NBABestBets.substack.com, where you guys can join the subscription and see the exact money I'm putting down, the bets I'm actually making, and then during the show, you and I are going to give out our partners Browning Bets one well pick of the day, right? So the show is going to be a little bit different, but still the same, giving you guys where we're feeling it. But if you want to know exactly what I'm betting and exactly how much money I'm putting down and seeing the tickets, it's going to be during NBABestBets.substack.com. Go there now. Join the subscription for the rest of the season. It's only $20.
I just bet the Kings plus 8.5 for 100.
Perfect.
Think it's a good bet?
I told you that I have the Kings winning this game by 5 points. Is that going to happen? Probably not. I said this yesterday. They're down 3. They're down 5.
Sheesh.
They're down 6.
Down 6.
It just depends on how the Kings are going to respond.
What a pass. Oh, my goodness. Sabonis is fun to watch. Sabonis in the high post. Nice little bounce.
3-point line.
He was like inside, but yeah. Close to 3-point line.
Replay. I'm pretty sure he was like 3-point line. That was just a fast, keep it low pass.
I mean, that was a Leo BS pass. Facts. Oh. And DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is just a filthy 2-point scorer. Metu feeling it.
That's the one thing Metu.
That's the one thing, like.
That's the one thing with Metu. Metu, I know he whenever he's open, he thinks he has to shoot it. You don't.
And his jumper is like his stroke is nice.
Yeah, but you don't gotta shoot that shot.
Yeah, what's up, my man? What's
up, brother?
We got 2 more. Adrian and his boy. What's up, guys? Hey, go ahead, bro.
9-point game. This is huge. This is huge for your line.
Got more guests in the building.
He's coming from stat.
Oh,
wow.
What a dunk by Maurice Harkless.
Hey, they're staying close on your line. Vegas has their lights on for a reason.
Facts.
And being at 54% on the year, I'm proud of that. I still think plus 5.5 hits, but bro, this is gonna be interesting right here.
Wow.
What do you think of the idea of taking out Metu now, either putting in Holmes or putting in Justin Holiday? I mean, they need shooting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time left in this game.
I think I think you keep Metu in there.
I don't know, man. Like, I want either another good screener.
Wow, Sabonis.
The patience
The
of
patience
this big man.
of Domantas, Sabonis in the paint.
The
There is no
patience.
3 second in the key. This man is just filthy. The Kings are down by 7, trying to keep the spread close at least.
Should have been an and one.
Should have been an and one.
For sure.
And now the Kings are on defense, and DeMar just keeps on.
But Metu needs to.
It don't matter who's on that man.
I'm just saying. Holidays.
It don't matter who's on that man.
Holiday's looking to check in right now. It's probably going to be for Metu.
Oh, he missed Metu too.
Dante and one.
Oh, that's an and
On
one.
the
Stop
floor?
it. Stop it.
Did they look at Dante's mad?
Oh, Dante is athletic. He's freakishly athletic.
Okay, so we know Holiday's coming in for sure. Holiday's coming in for Metu. So your closing lineup, because I don't expect them to make any more subs.
Which is the lineup that I said. Well,
it's going to be
plus Dave,
without Davion.
plus Davion, yeah.
So it's going to be they just need another person that can put the ball on the floor and score. They need right. So their closing lineup, it looks like it's going to be Fox, DiVincenzo, which DiVincenzo has played a lot of minutes tonight, and I want to see.
You know, says Holmes is unplayable with Fox. They have negative chemistry.
Yeah, like I said, Holmes' guy was Tyrese, and it was obvious because Tyrese was always looking to set his boy up. You know what I mean? But anyway, so it's going to be Fox, DiVincenzo, Holiday. When does Barnes come in for Harkless? Right after this break?
Oh, Barnes not in the game?
No,
That's disrespectful. Barnes not in the game?
Barnes is not in the game.
No wonder why they're losing.
Does Barnes come in the game after the break?
No, yeah, the Barnes
Or
comes
does
back.
Gentry ride with the defensive hot hand of Mo Harkless?
Why?
Defensive hot hand. You notice I didn't say hot. I didn't say hot hand. I said defense. I had to label it the other side.
Why?
See. Danny, would you ride the hot hand of Mo Harkless, or would you tell Alvin Gentry to put in Harrison Barnes?
You saying the hot hand?
He said
Oh, man.
Barnes for sure. You don't leave Mo Harkless in the game over Harrison Barnes.
Oh, he said Harrison Barnes or Mo Harkless?
He said you put in Harrison Barnes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said Mo Harkless. I said, what?
No, he said
That's not Danny.
No, he said, no, this is what he said. He said, Mo Harkless, Harrison Barnes. That's what he said.
He's like, Mo Harkless. Okay. I get it. I thought it was like, Mo Harkless. I'm like, what? Okay, here we go.
So you have 8.5. Kings are down by 9.
That's crazy.
I think plus 5.5
I think the
still
Kings
hits.
win this game.
Serious?
I think Harrison Barnes will come in here and score 6 straight points.
I just think that they were down by 7. That's timeout.
What was Fox's thing? 25?
He has 25 points. He's 10 of 18 from the field.
DeMar DeRozan.
But you know what that means, though, right? He had 19 at the end of the half. He's had 6 points in the second half.
They play good defense on him. That's true, too. Well, he has like 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Kobe White's a Kings killer, bro.
The guy that you don't ever expect to kill the Kings is the guy who's the Kings killer in everything.
I mean, he always kills the Kings.
Luke Kennard kills the Kings. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Kobe White's a superstar against the Kings. Need a damn Sabonis rebound.
Kobe White turns into
Tyson,
Kobe.
how many shots has he shot in the second half?
Who?
Sabonis. I said 12.
He has
Oh
7
my
total.
God.
So he had 7 when I.
Justin Holiday just kept
comes
the
in with
Kings.
a big 3.
Just kept the Kings in the game. They're
Hey.
now down by 6, 107-101.
Hey,
Kobe
hey.
White with the ball, bringing the ball up. Here comes
Kings-
Fox.
Kings come out of the break though. Hold on. Kings come out of the break with Fox, Holiday, Harkless.
Oh
and
my
Metu.
God, they called a foul. We got to challenge that.
No, that's a foul. That's a DeRozan foul. What do you mean? That's everyday call. Here comes Harrison Barnes. Why do they not just do that right off the gate? You got to give Metu like props for playing good for.
Yeah.
a few minutes. Yeah, I mean,
Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
me see here. Let's
Like,
see.
what
Let's
are
see.
you doing?
Oh my god, that bat.
He
That's how
kicked his leg out,
That's how
though.
he shoots every time. Like, he's established what his jumper is. Like, it's DeMar DeRozan, guys. It's DeMar DeRozan. It's DeMar DeRozan. All right, so Barnes is officially back in the game. He said
Oh,
this.
my goodness. Here we go.
Let's see. So the Kings have Fox, Sabonis, Barnes, Holiday, Harkless. That's
My goodness. Who
Hey,
said?
Hey, you know, I think they're putting it on our boys' pizza. Barbecue chicken down there. Barbecue chicken down there. I think that's what
Barbecue
that's-
chicken from Medici, Sacramento, man.
Oh my god! Put that all over your dang pizza. That's gonna
Oh
be yum,
my
yum,
goodness.
bro. Defense.
Defense.
Beep beep room and one.
That's why he's special. Tyrese ain't doing that, bro. Tyrese ain't doing that. He knows that. Davion might be doing that. Like Davion's.
Hold on. Timeout. Timeout. How you? Hold on. You're gonna be like, hey, Tyrese ain't doing that. 4 minutes ago, this guy's Tyrese putting up a nasty stat line. He's taking 19 shots in the game today.
Did they win or lose?
He's
Did they win or
solid.
lose?
They lost.
They won.
17 shots. Tyrese is gross. Hey, Tyrese ain't doing that,
So
though.
they're 1-3.
Davion is, though. Davion hasn't had – I don't think Davion is even close to
But he's a great finisher.
Davion's nice. He's explosive.
No, he's not, he's
And his
jumping
first
people.
step is just –
I agree.
His first step
But
is as
think
close as Fox, like, if there's ever, like, a
Look,
close.
I'm not hating on Davion. All I'm saying is don't hate on Tyrese to prop up Davion. That's all I'm saying.
But it's true, though. Like, Tyrese can't do that.
So you don't think that Tyrese can finish around the rim?
Not like that. No. The man can't go left.
He's not going to finish strong.
The man can't go left. We have Charlie, big fan of the show, has kept his stats all year. He said he's counted 5 times all year that he's finished with the left hand. Like that's crazy.
Like, I'm going to tell you this.
That's crazy.
The one thing I got to tell you right now that this is going to be the most key factor in this entire conversation. De'Aaron Fox, I want everyone to know this. Nickname is Beep Beep. Like
Beep Beep. Beep beep.
Let's just change the conversation.
Beep,
I'm just tired of us like always having to refer back to Tyrese. Like Tyrese isn't on the Kings anymore. He's not in this game. It's just time
Right.
to move on. Like you don't have to prop up Davion to throw down Tyrese. Like I think Tyrese's ceiling is still high. I think this was a great trade for both teams, even though the national media wants to disagree with it. But it's just,
I just
like
think-
it's just like you don't always have to say, "Oh, Tyrese could never do this." He's not here no more. De'Aaron Fox is here. Let's talk about what
I
his
just
ceiling
think there's
is.
too many people in the comments and then still on Facebook that say Tyrese has more upside, which is just wrong. I mean, it just is. Until Tyrese can prove it for an entire season, then we can talk. Until that happens, I can't just say like, oh, Tyrese had a nice stretch
But do you get what
when
I'm
the
saying?
Kings are no, but
Didn't equate to winning.
But do you get what I'm
they
saying?
lost and he did it for like 10 games, bro.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, can we not? Oh, hold on.
Oh, here we
Hold
go.
on. Medici, Sacramento. Medici, Sacramento. It
Look at
ain't
this.
barbecue chicken, but it smells fire,
It
bro.
It is the Diablo.
Hey, Danny, you want to come on in on the telecast? Say hi to everybody, man. Come on. Say Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, man. Harrison Barnes.
All right, Kings down 4. I said plus 5.5. Yeah, I got you.
Here we go. Chime in.
All right,
Tyson,
so-
chime in, Tyson.
So help
is
defense
fire.
goes in. Medici Sacramento, shout out again for letting us host here. The guys that have showed up for this fourth quarter. Fox getting in his bag. Kings within 2. Fox with that mid-range jumper. He
This
said, "Hey,
is the most
DeRozan."
spicy pizza.
He said, "DeRozan, I'm taking notes."
This is the most spicy pizza.
Hey,
that-
2.5 out of 5 3-pointers per game. He's at 2 tonight. Stat boy Tyson. The fact that he's taking 5 3-pointers in a game, you have to be okay with. DeRozan said, "Watch this." DeRozan said, "Watch this."
Bullshit.
And he took a contested three.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
You have to live with that shot. I mean, there's 5 minutes in this game. Kings are within 4. Fox with 29. DeRozan with 35.
What a
Holiday.
pass. What a pass, though.
They're saying DeRozan
great-
played great defense. I
great-
thought his
great
hands went
floppy
down.
screen, yeah.
I thought the hands went down.
We go. Harrison Barnes.
This is big. These are key moments here. Who's going to stop the go-tos? DeRozan, spin move. No foul call.
Foul call.
Sabonis to Fox. Fox pushing that pace. To Sabonis. Barbecue chicken. Oh. Is he shooting? Is he shooting or no? Vooch fouled him right away. I don't know if they're going to give him the shot.
That's just Vince's first time here. Taste the pizza, bro. Now. First thing you got to do.
This isn't my first time here.
No, it's not?
This is my first time hosting a show with you here. This isn't my. I've been here before.
Oh, taste it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tyson. Taste it. Get one.
You know, because we're live streaming and it's Medici Sacramento. Shout out Danny. Shout out again, Medici Sacramento. If you guys haven't done so yet, hit that like button for us, guys. Like, for sure. Help us continue growing. If you like this like party, put it down in the comment section. I mean, this is going to be fire. Someone got to talk.
The Kings are getting no calls right now. 112, 107, 4:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Can we handle the heat, man? Because this, what's up, man? No tanking. You already know. Say no to tanking, man. So the Kings, how was it, by the way? Can you handle the heat?
Hey, Danny, make it hotter.
Oh, my God.
I ain't scared of the heat. I feel it, but I ain't scared of it.
Sabonis ain't scared of the heat.
I ain't going to be like Shaq. I ain't coughing. I ain't even going to make a face.
Sabonis just stole the ball on Vucevic.
Great defense by Barnes. Again, DeRozan gets the call. DeRozan gets the call. That's an and one.
You can't challenge that, though.
That's DeRozan. It's literally DeRozan. What else are you going to do? Let's see. Where's the foul? Hold on. Hand is a part of the ball until the ball is released, right?
Right. Rules don't exist on the road.
That's crazy. Plenty of time. Kings are down 6.
109.
It seems like you walk the ball. You walk the ball for a timeout.
No, that's so they can inbound the ball.
Time. Yeah, just reserve time, and they want to get the ball for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What are you gonna do for DeRozan? DeRozan's gonna cook, right?
You can't switch.
I mean, that's great defense, though, right? Like you just, hey, sometimes you just tip your hat off to him, man.
Do you consider doing the double? Okay.
Yes.
But just don't. Who do you?
But then, like,
Kobe's not in the game.
who are you? Yeah, he is.
Is he in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they took him out.
He said 7 threes. I don't know if he was.
Right. Like the analytics are saying, like, no, don't leave him open.
Okay, so you don't leave him. You don't leave Kobe. You don't leave Vooch. That's number 2. Do you leave Ayo? Do you leave Javonte Green though?
Yes.
You leave Javonte Green. Say if Javonte Green beats me, I'm okay. But then here's the counter. They make those 3, the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's been the biggest difference in this game. Javonte Green had 2 big threes when they played off of him. The other guys for the Bulls have stepped up in this game, where we've been just preaching, like, if these other guys can step up for the Kings, the 4th and 5th options for the Kings could step up, it would be a different story right now. But the Kings are still in it. They're down 6 with 4 minutes left. A lot of time.
3:51 to be exact on the clock. You can't trade baskets. And at some point, De'Aaron Fox needs to guard. I think Fox got to guard DeRozan and just stay in front of him.
Yeah.
That's it. He's
Fox
your best shot.
DeRozan?
Yeah.
No, you don't want him to get in any foul trouble.
He's not in foul trouble, though.
You keep
It don't
Holiday
matter.
on him. Yeah, I think Holiday or Barnes.
Oh, look at Fox. Got fouled. No call.
Stat Boy Tyson, who leads the team in fouls for the Kings? Actually, what's just a foul differential between the Kings and the Bulls?
Wow.
See, who do you leave?
Green.
You leave Green.
Oh, shit.
That's deep, though.
That's just Sabonis being great. That's just Sabonis being great right there.
Thank you for not giving the ball back to Dante.
Oh.
Sabonis!
That's
Sabonis! Jump ball. It's gonna be.
Sabonis just got tripped.
How many times have we? Hey, I don't know if you can Google this stat for me. How many times Sabonis been on the ground today? I feel like Sabonis has been on the ground the whole game. Every time he goes for an offensive rebound or even a drive to the basket, he's been on the ground. Like, look at him. He's like looking like, can I please get a call?
Yeah, they were. Oh my god.
My wife's watching, and so is my son. Hi, mister. Hi, Isaiah. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe.
Isaiah. Shout out to Isaiah, man.
Yeah, Isaiah, you're about to be a big cousin, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Baby boy, man.
Baby boy. Hey.
Baby boy.
I'll teach you how to play once. You know what I mean? I'll teach you something.
Oh my God! Did he lose to Kobe White?
I think it's Ayo.
Or was it Green?
That was Ayo. DeRozan has the ball. No, there's 3 minutes. There's time. But this is a big possession. Great defense by DiVincenzo. Better finish by Kobe. I mean, that's
great defense.
Holland.
Oh!
Oh, you don't pass that. You don't pass that.
Facts.
Holiday with a nice dribble on Vooch, but doesn't result in anything.
Wow. And one.
And one, dude. There's 8 going for 9. 8.5 looking scary. 2:20 though. Still time. Still time.
No offensive foul. Like Barnes took the charge, and they didn't even call that.
Davion took 2 yesterday, didn't get it.
Well, it's on an and one though, so
Oh, okay.
they're still down 9.
Wow.
DeRozan makes the right pass out of it.
Kings played him tough, man. Kings played him tough.
It's not over.
119-109 with 2:15 remaining in the game. Bach gotta shoot that shot.
These are those moments we need a closer. Fox has shown that he's been Mr. Fourth Quarter. It's time.
If they get a bucket here, I mean, I think. Oh. Oh, stay alive. Push it.
There it is. No.
What a pass.
That's a risky pass.
That's a dime, though.
That's a risk. Yeah, that's a risky pass. They were waiting for that pass.
He got glue hands, though.
I agree he got glue hands, but that's a risky pass.
Oh!
Offensive.
Oh, they called
a block? Sabonis is not getting a single call
tonight. Hey, low-key, that was a block, though.
Let me see. How?
That's why. I mean, you
gotta let him land.
You have to let him land, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let him land. But what sucks is that Sabonis got the worst of that.
Yeah. And he's bleeding. Is he bleeding? No. Yeah, Domantas has gotten no calls today, like at all.
Has he even shot a free throw?
I don't even know. Sabonis down 10 with 1:45 remaining. Here we go. Bangers. Wow, it's a wrap. Go ahead, Tyson.
Former King Tristan Thompson got waived today.
Yeah,
that just happened.
That was kind of a no-brainer.
King's ball. And
They're-
they just need a 2 for you to cover, though. They need a basket.
They're breathing, bro. If they hit a 3, they're still breathing.
Plus 5.5 is still breathing.
If they hit a 3, plus 5.5 is still breathing, bro. Go ahead.
I'm full. I'm playing you later.
Jeez. Was it?
It's like something like that. 13 points in 13
That's
seconds. All that.
crazy, bro.
Do you know what team it was against?
Yeah, Spurs.
Yep, that's right. What team was he on though? Was it the Magic or was it the
Rockets.
Rockets? Yeah,
The
okay.
Rockets,
Hey,
yeah.
trivia knowledge, bam.
He's on the Rockets.
What year was it? Gotcha.
I don't even know.
2015. I have no
Nah.
idea. Hey, Stat Boys Isaac. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it.
2000,
I'm gonna guess like
2006?
I'm gonna guess like I was gonna guess like 04, 05.
04,
You want us to be quiet, Danny? We talking a little much?
Danny's like, lights out. Kings lost.
It's not over yet. There's still a couple minutes, like a minute left.
Oh, man.
You still think the Kings are gonna win this game?
Well, shoot. Kobe Wet went off for like 8 threes today.
There you go. A 32 piece. And DeRozan has 40. DeRozan has like 40 though. DeRozan has 38.
But you can let him do that. You just can't let somebody else. You just can't let somebody else get over 20.
Yeah, but that was huge. That was a huge three. Debo. I love that his nickname is Debo.
Yeah.
It's a great nickname.
Whose?
DeRozan's.
Is it really?
Yeah. Everyone's been calling him Debo. I love it.
Here we go, Foxy. Bang, bang. Oh.
He needs this. That's a horrible shot, though. That's a horrible shot. That's a Fox. Take the shot, and he forced that bad. Game over.
Wow.
Game over.
Now it's game over.
I mean, it was game over a minute ago, but
It's
for
tough.
sure, game over now.
Now it's about covering spreads. Can they cover the spread?
10 push-ups, he doesn't miss a free throw. He makes both. 10 push-ups, he makes both.
Blue don't miss.
What if he missed that one? Would you have been laughing?
No.
He'd be cracking up.
Who's better, Vooch or Sabonis?
I'm taking Sabonis. He's 4 years younger.
I'm just talking about like today, right? That's what we're asking today.
That's tough.
Is he 4 years younger?
I mean, Sabonis is only 25.
Booch is 30.
No, is he really?
Holiday for 3. 3. That's a huge 3, bro. It's a 9-point game. Steal dunk. Steal dunk. Steal dunk.
Holiday's finding his stroke.
What was your guys' biggest takeaway in the chat section? Let us know. What's your guys' biggest takeaways from today's game? How are you guys feeling knowing that this is the last game heading into the All-Star break? Are you guys excited for what comes out of it with some actual practice, or do you feel, this is going to be the team? Are we going to do the opposite of Leo's shirt today? We tanking?
Hell no.
So Holiday is 6'3".
Oh,
What?
they look good today. I mean, we you know how many times we said his name today, though?
6 threes? I
6 of 10 from 3.
thought it was like
6 of 10.
3 threes, but damn, 6?
Yeah, I'm looking. He's hit 6.
He's the only one on this team that's hit threes.
My
He's the only
God.
one with a positive.
What about Mo? Give me some Mo.
Oh yeah, Mo's at
Yeah, give me some Mo. If we still at 5? He was at 3 before.
Holiday's at 6.
What about Barnes? -8? He was at -7 at the half.
Well, it's been a fun game. I just feel like the Kings really struggled getting those key stops tonight. DeRozan went off, but we knew he would go off. What we didn't know was that Kobe White put up 30 plus.
Yeah.
That to me is like, that's again to me. Who?
Yeah, but I mean that's just an energy player that like he can get you that just by being energy, and the Kings doubling.
I think Green would be real good on the Kings.
They need someone better than that though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They not even no. I mean like they need
Sabonis, 22 points, 11
15
rebounds.
shots. So
2 assists shy of a triple. Dante went 28 minutes off the
they foul him?
They're going for the spread for you, bro. They're going for that spread for you. You know, if he makes both free throws, the Kings hit another 3, 8-point game.
That's crazy.
Leo's like over here. His knee is moving. It hasn't stopped.
My knee is moving, man. My knee is moving.
He's had it rough since Monday. He's had it rough since Monday.
I've had it real rough since Monday. I've had it real rough since Monday. Oh.
I said if he makes both, the Kings hit a 3, 8-point game.
Vooch.
Holiday for his 7-3.
Lucky number 7 or nah?
Hey. What's that store you go to on the corner, Stat Boy Tyson? Oh, 7 of 11? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if he's there. 7-11. Let's see.
Vooch all of a sudden wants to hit free throws. Okay.
He's a decent free throw shooter. He's a shooter. Let's see. Look at him, Fox.
Wow, Foxy.
You need a 3, though. Oh, nice trap. Nice trap. Nice trap. Nice trap. Hand stay active. Hand stay active. That's not 8 seconds?
8 seconds.
They called timeout.
No way.
They called
you can't
timeout.
call timeout with no possession.
No, he never got off his pivot. He never got off his pivot. Is that shot clock or is that timeout?
Yeah, that's shot clock.
Or 8, not shot clock, but 8
Yeah,
second.
8 seconds.
So who's taking out the ball? Okay, so it is. Yo, this is a big possession for you. This is a big possession.
But if they score, they'll probably foul.
That's true.
Wow, De'Aaron Fox.
7-point game, 8.5, looking
Fox.
solid.
You're about to get the 5.5, Vince. Again, man. Shout out to Medici Sacramento, Danny, Tristan Thompson. Bulls to sign Tristan Thompson.
The Bulls, yeah.
That's interesting.
You know why? It's because they
That
couldn't
is
play.
interesting.
They couldn't play. What's his name? Tony Bradley. After they took him out. Yeah.
Jakob Poeltl would have been a great fit on the Raptors.
Wasn't he on the Raptors before? Why do I feel like I've heard him?
No.
No.
Some other European white guy. But
Valanciunas used to be on the Raptors. Though.
yeah, he was. That was before, like, Valanciunas wasn't that good there. He was decent, but once he left, his game just exponentially got better.
You know who they could use? You know who I thought the Raptors were going to go after because he has experience in Toronto at the trade deadline? I thought they were going to call up Cleveland and see if they can get Ed Davis.
No.
I'd say that.
No, I think Thad Young is a good fit. He's a good fit for
Thad Young. What? It's the same thing as Scotty Barnes. Like it's
right, but now when you go to the bench, because that's your biggest thing. Like that's the only team in the NBA.
Kings fan in Chicago.
That's the only team in the NBA that plays starters like 50 minutes a game.
You
So
think
Thad Young, right? So Thad Young is part of that bench now, and
Quick
Thad
question.
Young's a real good player.
Good question. You saw the Kings fans there.
Yeah.
He was wearing the woman was wearing a number 15.
Tyrese?
You think it's Davion Mitchell or you think it's DeMarcus Cousins?
I think it's Davion Mitchell.
I'm gonna say it's Cousins. Oh, that's turnover. Are we gonna cover it?
Five and a half.
5.5?
Vegas said
5.5?
7.
Oh, it's not over. Come on.
Oh my God.
No.
There was hope.
Covered 8.5 though.
That's crazy.
We had
You could have covered 2 right now.
I was standing up. Oh man, that was crazy.
Hey, all you can ask for is a chance, right?
Hey, they gave me a chance.
And the Kings
I had a
lose.
dream, and it didn't come true.
And the Kings lose 125-118. Exciting game. I think that's what I said right when the trade happened. The Kings, will be pretty competitive.
Yeah.
I think for the remainder of the season. And I think it is Team No Tank. They're building good habits to go into the offseason, to get better, to address other needs like a starting wing to go along Harrison Barnes. People talk about, will Sabonis be there? Will Barnes resign? Let's worry about those things while this team builds good habits and starts winning games, because that's ultimately why they made this trade, is to really go into next season with the full offseason. And one thing that you said yesterday that scared me was if they do make the play-in and then playoffs.
I was gonna bring this up.
I think Alvin does stay, which I think would be a mistake. And I love Alvin. Like, I think he's a great human being and a great coach. I just don't think he's a great head coach. I think he's a great assistant coach. So
you do think he's an offensive genius?
I don't think he's an offensive genius. I don't. And shout out to Tristan Thompson who actually said that. But
after he just got waived today.
And he just got waived today.
And he's signing to the team that just beat his
right.
team.
Right. So that's crazy. Biggest takeaway from the night.
I'm excited to see what they're going to be in the second half. I think they showed grit. They showed the ability to play a zone defense and be competitive. I like the Kings' upside. My counter to everything about making this play in, because I do think in the second half you're going to see the Blazers fall off. I mean, Hart and Simons, it looks good, but I don't know if that's going to sustain, especially when these teams, these upper echelon teams, really start looking for placement and seeding of who they want to play in the playoffs. They'll start seeing teams like the Jazz and the Nuggets really start clamping down defensively or stepping up their offense so they're not facing certain teams. So I don't think I just don't know if the Kings are really ready for the play-in, and I don't think that's a bad thing, bro. Like I think the idea of not making the play-in, you have a better chance that Gentry's gone. You get a decent pick. That pick you can tie together with Rashawn Holmes and get something even better. Like, I'm not saying team tank. I'm saying team develop. It's called team building, and you have your building blocks now. Like, Harrison Barnes fits this team so much better now than he did before. Like, I was all in on the idea of Barnes is a great trade piece because
now I'm trying to get a second Harrison Barnes.
Now I think Jeremy Grant fits perfect. Go after a PJ Washington. Like those type of players would be the ideal fits, and I think you have a better chance of landing those type of players if the Kings have a high pick and you attach it to a Holmes. Like,
I just don't think the Kings will lose that many games.
They made this trade for
right.
once.
Like, I think in a perfect world, what you just described is what they should do.
Right.
But if this team stays healthy and they play Fox and the Ox, they're gonna win basketball games. So if they took this team, who again, I don't care if Zach LaVine's playing or not, like they haven't played with this dude for like the last four games, and they haven't played with their second year guy. What's his name?
Oh, Patrick Williams.
They haven't played with Patrick for like the entire season, and they haven't played with Caruso for a while. And Lonzo Ball's been ducking Fox since the time he came into the league.
He's out for a while too.
So that's my point. Like, they just took a really good Bulls team to the wire, and that was my big thing was how will the Kings respond after a very box score bad loss, right? And tonight they played hard, as J. Rem says. So, is it just me, or did the refs miss a lot of fouls for the Kings in this game?
Kings are on the road, man. Fouls can't be the thing that you hold your head on or anything.
But it's something to talk about, though, because they missed a lot of calls.
I mean, Sabonis was on the ground.
Literally.
Statboy,
you said that.
Statboy Tyson, how many times was he on the ground? A lot, right? Okay, that was the number, a lot. The number was a lot.
So
the number was a lot.
You need to work on offensive rebounding.
To correct us, because I want to make sure we give out the correct information. Originally, we said that the Pacers waived Tristan Thompson.
They bought out.
Adrian Wojnarowski and Tim McMahon of ESPN said that he got bought out, and Rick Carlisle was actually the one that broke the news that Tristan Thompson will be signing, or that Tristan Thompson will sign with the Chicago Bulls after getting bought out from the Pacers. Isn't that crazy? Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Indiana Pacers.
First time ever, huh?
Announced that another player is signing with a different team after they just bought him out.
That's crazy. De'Aaron Fox, 33 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Vince, what'd you think, man?
He was in his bag early. He was fast. He's Mr. Beep Beep for a reason. Beep Beep Vroom is his nickname. Remember that. However you guys want to label that. Don't name him Roadrunner because he's not that, but he's Beep Beep Vroom for sure. And
shout out to Adrian, to Christian for supporting Medici Sacramento today, man. Ring. Let's give him a Let's give him a
Round of
DJ.
applause.
Yep. Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause, man.
Cheers out there.
Big
You guys
time
are gonna
cheers, man.
But I will say this: like, if we're gonna be critical of anything, Fox did fade late in this game. He forced shots at the floater. I mean, maybe he had to, but there were times where the Kings were still in it.
I just think he missed the shots. I mean, whether you want to call it fade or not, like.
And then this is what I'm saying. Like, that 3-pointer is where I see the ceiling. If that 3-point shot does not develop, you can say we're going to hire this guy and it's going to do it. Until I see that actually happen, I can see Fox's ceiling, and it's coming close. I want to make sure that this house of Fox is one of those vaulted ceilings where we can just walk in a little bit
more
deeper.
DeRozan too, though, and now DeRozan's an MVP candidate.
Yeah, but the difference is that DeRozan is at how many games in a row? 11 games now, just past Michael Jordan, 30-point games in a row.
He's also like 8 years older though.
With dubs.
He's also 8 years older though.
With dubs. Difference is one's winning, one's losing. The same thing can be said. This is the same argument that we're having about DeJounte Murray and Ant. Like, one's winning, one's losing.
I was about to say, because we're, ESPN got the pop-ups and stuff like that. But
you thought someone was like called in. And was like,
I was like, who the hell? Who's talking? No, I just feel like his talent is just it's insane.
Yeah.
So I think DeRozan is a perfect player to just look at and say, modern day, player with an old school mentality, old school game. Fox has a little bit of that.
Shot of Booker. If he had the jump shot and mentality of Booker, I'm not even saying mentality, just jump shot of Booker, he'd be Kobe today.
Yeah.
DeRozan, if he had the jump shot of Booker, he'd be Kobe.
Who?
DeRozan. Debo.
DeRozan, better Chris Paul?
Yeah. He's like
DeRozan?
He's a taller CP3.
DeRozan?
No way.
How?
No way.
Oh,
you're talking about just mid-range.
Oh, you talking about mid-range? I'm like, how? I'm like, the guy don't pass.
I thought you were saying like they're the same.
I'm like, huh?
Like, no
That's why I
way.
asked you. I'm like, wait, DeRozan? I was, my bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Would you, if you had to make the bet, I would say the bet is like a minus 155 for this to happen. Kings make the play-in.
I think they do, bro. I'm not confident in what New Orleans is doing.
Did they win today? New Orleans play today? They win? Or they play tomorrow? They play tomorrow. Spurs are going to make the play-in just to say that they're...
Dude, that'd be crazy.
The fact that team is complete.
If they make the play-in over the Pelicans or the Kings, they
shout
should be
out
embarrassed.
to the Blazers, bro. They play with Hart, who's got 3 3-pointers, 22, 5, and 6. They're leading 119 to 117 over the Memphis Grizzlies right now. Shout out to the freaking Portland Trailblazers. ESPN's talking again.
Derek White is a hell of a player, and I just wish the Kings would have gave up a first-round pick for him.
Who?
Derek White for the Celtics.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have as much as great as he played tonight. I said this when it happened. I would have traded Justin Holiday in a first-round pick for Derek White.
He's just that good. Like,
yeah, for sure.
He's good.
There's people that don't. If you're a casual and you don't watch him enough, he's that good.
He's a real good. He's better than Josh Hart.
He's not a shooter.
He's better than Josh Hart.
But he's good. He had a bad game today though. He shot. What was it? He shot 3 of 10. Yeah, he shot 3 of 10 today. It was 9.6 rebounds, 6 assists, but he got 5 stocks. He got 5 stocks though. 3 steals, 2 blocks from your shooting guard, and only turned the ball over twice. I bet you with that bad shooting, he was only like a -2. Check. What was he? What did he finish with? -2?
That's crazy.
So we talked about.
So let's do a quick video for Instagram. What was it? 125. 125, 118. That is the final score. We're out here with Vince, Tyson, Adrian, the boys. Shout out to Christian as well, who showed up to Medici, Sacramento. We appreciate you.
Shout out, man.
What was your biggest takeaway from tonight, Vince?
Kings are exciting. I think that they definitely have building pieces now. I'm excited to see what they're going to be with actual practice time and trying to get it to gel. And then right after that, though, when they come out, it's going to be against the Denver Nuggets and a home and home, then in OKC for a road trip. So as soon as the Kings come out of this All-Star break, it has to be full throttle. There's no more excuses. Like if they're playing for the play-in and this is a play to win moment just to get into that 10th seed,
Right.
then it needs to happen within the first 5 games. Because if it doesn't happen within those first 5 games, it's over.
There it is, yo. That was the takeaway of the game. Again, thank you, Medici Sacramento. So that was for Instagram. You're right, bro. A few more minutes here before we head out and we go hoop. So if anybody want to go hoop, should we just go to Fulton?
What time is it? It's only 7 o'clock. It's 7:30.
By the time.
We're here.
That's what I'm saying.
So you coming to Fulton with us? You gonna come to Fulton with us? Oh, well. Oh,
Is-
you just came from.
Oof.
Oh, you ain't lying. You got bruises. You look like Sabonis.
You look like Sabonis, bro. You look like Sabonis, bro.
Do the Lakers? Are the Lakers?
Was there a lot of people?
Oh, okay.
Still a lot of people, bro.
Well, let's stay on the game real quick. So
A lot of people.
let's stay on the game a little bit because we are still
Go ahead.
live.
Yeah.
We are still live. I
I'm
want
gonna
to.
post this.
Davion plays. Are you considering him?
Davion
possibly-
didn't play today.
No. If Davion plays, right, like when he's back after the break, do you think, because he's going to be playing in the rookie All-Star or the rookie sophomore Rising Stars game, right? And ESPN is still talking, by the way.
But I
Are you?
but I muted them, though.
Are you considering the idea of starting Davion Mitchell moving forward?
I think you start Dante. I think you start Dante and you bring Davion off the bench, but you play him starter minutes though. That's my opinion.
Who are you most impressed with between the other guys? Between the plethora of forwards that we have that are going to be coming off the bench with Lyles, because we saw all of them, right? The only one we didn't see was Josh, but we saw Lyles, we saw Metu, we saw Harkless, we saw Barnes, we saw Holiday, we saw DiVincenzo, we saw literally everyone that has the potential to come off that bench except for Jeremy Lamb, who was out today, and Josh Jackson. Who are you most impressed with?
I mean, if I had to choose somebody that's not like Sabonis or Fox, I would say Justin
The other
Holiday.
guys. The other guys. Oh,
Yeah,
no. I'm not, let's just mainly focus on the forwards that are going to be in the game because Holiday is going to get minutes regardless, right?
Right.
Metu, Lyles, or Harkless.
I thought Metu had like good moments tonight. He had some good cuts. He's a solid rebounder for his position. He's athletic.
He had that nice 2-minute stretch of defense.
Trey Lyles, we know we know he's gonna give you like 30% from beyond the arc. What did Javi say?
Javi, this is Javi. So the Cowbell Kingdom group is in a group text message, and Javi comes out, and he's a huge Halliburton should be still in Sacramento guy, and he comes firing hot, and they still mother effing suck. Get the out of here.
And
y'all all
He's
funny
mad
as
'cause I
fuck.
put him on blast.
Shake my head.
He was literally the
Hashtag
guy.
Halliburton.
He was literally the guy that proposed Halliburton and 2 first-round picks along with Buddy, and I think it was Bagley for Sabonis.
You're mean for posting that, though. I'll be honest. You're messed up for posting that.
No, I'm just saying,
let that stay on the podcast and fade. Don't resurface.
Like Javi,
that.
swip swap a lot, which again,
It's a passionate fan.
That's
a passionate Kings fan.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying though, he wanted to trade 2 firsts, and the Kings didn't give up a single first. Obviously, they didn't get Malcolm, but
they couldn't though. No matter what.
Yeah, like it's just still like I'd rather keep my 2 firsts and not get him. You know what I mean?
Not even my 2. All of my firsts.
All of my firsts.
All of my firsts. Like the Kings gave up no picks. They actually received a pick in that trade. And they got off Buddy Hield's contract, who
That's
before last night's game. What did he do tonight? What did Buddy Hield do? We keep talking about Tyrese. What did Buddy do? And again, this is the last episode, guys, that we're going to talk about these players. I'm telling you that right now.
There you go, Tyrese is going to be at least for the end of the season.
So after going 14 for 20 and a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday, Buddy goes 5 for 12 and scores 15 points. But he got 7 assists.
It's not bad.
And he only had 1 turnover.
It's not bad.
One of those rare Buddy put the ball on the floor in pass games. No, he only had 1 blunder. He only had 1 turnover. Now, I didn't watch that game, so his defense probably was still the same. But, well, you know, he's had moments this season. I mean, this was a fun show, though. Again, one last time, shout out to Medici Sacramento. People are the best thing that can happen.
To anyone.
What?
Tap into anyone.
It can happen to anyone. That's facts. You know, you got. I mean, this is really cool too. You go into their bathroom. It says like meeting something. It says something like on their window, like when you're washing your hands and stuff. It's like you're gonna make the best of someone's day. Like they inspire you here at Medici Sacramento. The environment is awesome. Just the workers, the music, the games are live. People are in here chilling, chit chatting with everyone. So it's cool.
So once again, Sabonis, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. If we recap my 3 takeaways or my 3 keys to the game for the second half, he didn't take 12 attempts, right?
He took what? How many shots did he take? He finished with 18, so he took 11.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Gentry has to do a better job.
After 1 shot that you asked for? I mean, I really think it's not even to have to do.
I said 12 shots in the second half.
He took 11.
In the second half?
Yes, he was 4 of 7 heading into the third quarter.
Or for the game?
Yeah, so he took 11 shots in the second half. He was at the end of the first half.
So he took 5 shots in the first half?
He took 7. He was 4. He finished with 7 of 18. 10 of 16. So he took 9 shots. So you're
3
off,
shots off.
3 shots off. And I really don't think that was his issue. How many assists did he finish with?
8 assists.
He was 2 assists shy of a triple-double.
Fox
bro.
had 9 assists.
I'm telling you,
6 rebounds.
I think it came down to 2 things at the end of this game. One, the Fox fade, and you can agree with that or not, but Fox definitely faded in the fourth. They clamped him up, and they took away the Kings' #1 option, and they literally had both Fox and Sabonis the most pressure. They said everybody else has to beat us, and it was that 4th and 5th option that weren't showing up. And then I don't know what's up with Gentry not putting Barnes in right in the middle of that fourth quarter. Like, why even put back?
Fox had 9 assists, bro.
We can keep focusing on the positives, but the Kings lost. I'm saying that
But
Kings
they made him pass, though. Like you said, did he fade, or did they make him, pass the ball so someone else can beat them?
That's what I just said.
That's not fading, though.
It's still a fade. What do you mean? That's still definitely a fade.
No, it's not. That's making the right play, though.
Did he force shots?
Is it not?
Did he force shots?
I mean, he took shots.
Tyson, did he force shots in the fourth quarter?
He forced some floaters for sure.
Who else do you want taking those shots, though?
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Okay, I agree. But at the same time, it's like you have to acknowledge what's happening. He's still faded. They literally clamped him up.
But tell it how it is, though.
I am. I literally just said they put the pressure.
In the beginning of the second half, he was getting everybody involved, right? Because that's what the defense did.
How many shots did he finish with?
No, I'm going to tell you what happened. Right. So the defense said, okay, I need your 4th guy, your 5th guy to beat me, right? He was like, okay. Pass the ball, Justin. Pass the ball, Dante. Break. In the fourth quarter, we were like, well, where's Fox? He's fading. Well, he takes contested shots because in the fourth quarter, everything gets tight, and he misses shots that, honestly, he makes.
Yeah, but they
those floaters, right?
They forced it. So
that's great defense.
So did he force shots? Yes or no?
Yes,
I agree.
By definition, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He had to force shots.
But there's a negative connotation to that.
No, there's not. He had to force shots. He doesn't. Right. He has to force shots, and that's what I keep saying. It wasn't about those.
So why
two
not
guys.
go to Sabonis then?
Did you not hear what I said earlier? The 2 key players of this team, the Fox and the Ox, combined for 55 points today.
No, that's called coaching.
Look, The two key players of the
Right.
game combined for 55 points. The Bulls schemed their defense, especially down the stretch, to put a heavy body, as many bodies as you could on
Sure.
Sabonis, and to just swarm De'Aaron Fox. I want the other guys to beat me, and that's why I keep bringing it up. It was the other guys in this game, the third, fourth, and fifth options that were the biggest problems in this game. That's what I've said since the beginning. I don't know where we're having a debate here. We're basically saying
But
the
you're
same
making
thing.
it seem like he faded.
But he did fade because they literally clamped him up. No, he needs help. He still needs the help on the threes. How is that? How is it bad to say that someone faded?
33 points is not fading to me, though.
I mean, okay.
In my opinion.
He had 33 points in the game.
33
I agree.
points in the game.
He had a good
6
game.
rebounds,
The
9
Kings
assists.
came back. We were talking about the comeback. They were in the game. Obviously, I think Fox had a really good game. We're not debating that. What I'm saying is when they needed him, he faded. He couldn't get an open shot anymore. He couldn't find a way to make distance. He couldn't find a way to get to
The
the
Bulls made shots down the stretch, bro. Like, the Kings got that down literally to, like, 3 points, right? And
DeRozan's big
and,
three
like,
was huge.
and, like, who hit those back-to-back zoom?
And again, it
Or
could
what'd you say?
beep
Beep, right?
Beep,
Who was that, though? No. That was Fox, though. So
He missed one though.
did he miss one?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a wide open layup on the other side, which was very
So was
frustrating.
it not the Bulls
Which
who,
was
like,
very
made
frustrating
shots,
too, because
though?
I thought the refs should have called that foul on him too. He should have got so many calls.
So was it not the Bulls making shots?
Again, I think you're trying to stick up for Fox, and I'm
I'm
not
not.
even.
I'm
talking,
just telling you what I saw, and what I saw was that the Bulls made
but
tough ass shots.
The way that you're talking, by the way, shout out to look at this. Look at it for sound. It's amazing. The Blazers just beat the Grizzlies.
That's my boy too.
That's crazy.
People laughed at me when I said I'm giving up. I literally said this right years ago. I said I'm giving the first round pick for Simons. Leo, you're so dumb. He sucks. I'm like,
So do
okay.
you give? What do you get?
Okay.
What do you look at more? Do you look at the defense? Oh my gosh! I mean, how do I put this in a way that he?
I mean, you gave up
I'm saying-
133. You gave up 125 points though, right?
Yeah, they gave up 118. There's no real defense here except for at the very end of the game. And what I'm saying is that Fox
Right.
played a great game all the way through until it mattered because the Bulls wanted to pressure him, which made him fade, which means it comes down to the other guys. You're taking fade and saying, like, Fox had 33 points. That's not a fade, bro. Like, I'm talking about to win a game, they were within 3 points, 5 points. They were right there in it. They were tied. And he couldn't find his rhythm anymore because the Bulls kept pressuring. And when they got the opportunity, the Bulls, to take the ball up the court, they finished around the rim. They knocked down big shots, and it's a make or miss league. And it comes down to the other guys, which I keep repeating. It's not just about Fox. The two guys combined for 55 points. The Ox and the Fox combined for 55 points. It's just about the other guys needing to step up. And because they didn't, Fox faded. It's not a bad thing to say that Fox faded. You're taking it as a negative.
But
wording.
anyone that listens to you say that, they'll literally believe that he
But I'm
faded
giving
in the
context,
fourth, though.
like you always say, there's context. There's context. You're like the
Right.
number one person that says that on the
Right.
show. I'm giving the context while saying it though, so it's not. If they take it that way, that's them that's them taking a snippet and then moving on from it. When you have to take the context, right?
Yeah, but the majority
Okay.
don't. But
Okay.
but the majority of fans don't take context and like use
But
logic.
but they're watching the show live, and I'm giving it to them while then saying Fox did fade. So I don't understand how
He
how's
faded
that-
with context, though.
That's still whether you fade with context or you fade with no context. You faded. I'm at least giving the context onto
I
why
just don't
he
think
faded.
Fox. I just think when you fade, you literally disappear. That's what fade means to me. That's what that means to me. When you hear fade, what's that sound to you like?
How many shots
Like-
did he make in the last
Like
2
he
minutes?
choked, right?
How many shots did he make in the last 2
Right.
minutes? How many shots did he make in the last 2 minutes? Stat Boy Tyson, he made one shot in the last.
So
2
he
minutes.
choked.
No. I'm
in
just
the
saying
fourth.
he faded. No, I'm talking about when the game was close with 2 minutes and 40 something seconds left. The Kings brought it to within 5. How many shots was involved with De'Aaron Fox? It was one shot. The rest was Sabonis and Holiday. And that's what I'm saying. He had to fade, and it's not because.
And who
he
created
played
those
bad.
shots, though?
Sabonis did because he was the one who scored. He got down low. They came off a lot of. The great thing about this offense too, it doesn't rely on Fox always having to be the primary passer. They have so many different sets. Dante DiVincenzo was a key reason why for one of Sabonis' passes or one of Sabonis' buckets. Sabonis got to Justin Holiday off a swing pass. Like it was a team effort to get the team back in the game. It's just the Bulls played a nice defense to keep Fox out of it, and that is just what it is. He faded in the end. And you have to acknowledge
Let's
it. And
read
I'm giving
this
it context.
Let's read this comment. Fox played heavy minutes because Mitchell was out.
Right.
He
Facts.
was tired. Zero to do with being fade or being clamped up. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like,
So now you're blaming minutes.
no, I just don't think he got like clamped up or it's just like
Hey, I mean, I agree. He played big minutes.
the Bulls made shots though.
I get it's a make or miss lead. Obviously, they made shots. That's what changed the game.
We just don't agree on.
But DeRozan played how many minutes? 41 minutes. And he hits a 3-pointer to get this lead where it was untouchable. In a closing moment, with a hand in his face.
DeRozan also got to the free throw line. That helped him out a lot, and he got plenty of calls.
Agree.
Though,
I 100% agree.
that
with you.
gives you rhythm and timing.
I 100% agree with you. I haven't said any. You haven't said anything.
We just
I
disagree on the actual word though.
No, you're disagreeing with me
to me,
because you think I'm not giving context into the word of fade. You're taking fade as a negative, like derogatory remark toward him.
I think 99% of people will say fading means choking. Well, means fading means
when there's 2 minutes and 40-something seconds left. How many shots did he make in the game?
So he choked.
I'm not saying he choked. I'm saying that he got faded.
You can't have both ways, but either he choked or he didn't.
I'm gonna say he got defended, and then the only way he could have got open is if the other guys made shots. And they didn't, so he got faded, like he got clamped up, and he faded down in the fourth quarter when the Kings needed him most. It's not choking.
He choked.
It's not choking when they didn't.
To you, he choked.
They were within 5.
That's fair. That's okay.
I think it's a make or miss lead. I think the Kings played good defense
Just say
at
it.
times.
Fox choked.
I'm gonna say the other guys choked more than Fox did. Fox had 33 points. How did he choke?
Thank you. You're proving my point, but go ahead. You're saying Fox choked though, which is
Am
fine.
I saying Fox choked? I don't think I'm saying.
He disappeared. You're saying when someone disappears. Yeah.
I mean, I blame
he blends.
He
blends it in with the others, right? Which the Kings aren't good enough to have Harrison Barnes blend in like that. Like
He's got to take at least
100%.
14.
That's both him.
He does get to the foul line, so.
And that's both him and the coaching staff.
Okay, let me ask you this question. In the playoffs.
Yes, fade has a negative connotation. Why insist on phrasing it that way? That's all I'm saying.
So is it better? I would feel
just
like
say he choked.
Okay, he choked then. But
That's fair.
That's fine. You want to say choked? That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like choked is a worse way than saying faded, because I don't think it's his fault that
faded is just sugarcoating to saying he choked.
Fine. Okay. Then
Honestly, he did, and that's fair.
I just feel like it came down to the other guys though, not necessarily him. Like he needed the ability to have the stretch, and that's why the Kings need a shooter. They need that's literally what it was. I don't want to say that he choked because the Kings found a way to get back in this game with Fox not even being the primary.
Other guys didn't make shots at the end of the game, so other guys faded. See what I'm saying? Like faded has a negative connotation to that. it does, and that's okay if you think you faded.
Think he faded. I mean, he disappeared in the fourth when we needed him the most.
Right. Just say it though. He choked. That's okay.
If he didn't,
I'm not mad at you for saying that.
I feel like choke is when the game.
By definition, you're right though. I just think the context of the whole game makes me leads me to believe that.
This is also my thing too. Like when I hear the word choke, That's like he's at the free throw line. They're down by 1, and he has to take 2 free throws, and he misses both free throws. That's choking. The Kings were battling, and he couldn't find a way to get the ball up. He had to pass. He faded. Like that's in my head is what I'm thinking. He had to give up the ball. He could not get his offense going. That's fading away. Like when Ben Simmons is in the game against the Atlanta Hawks and he's still in the game and he's passing the ball and he has a wide open layup, do you call that choking or do you call that like him fading throughout the game? Like it's him choking because he doesn't want to go to the line, or is it him choking because he made the pass? Like, or is it him fading because he's scared? Like I mean I get how fading sounds bad, but I'm giving the full perspective of how I'm thinking it, and that's all. I mean I get it. It's a real debate, I guess.
Yeah,
I think we're saying the same thing, I'm just saying it in a different way that may sound confusing to others, but I in my head it makes sense.
And then people are trying to blame Rashawn Holmes. I think
Holmes is bad.
Vince did that during the game.
He's bad.
I know, but it's just like
I don't think it's an effort thing.
it's not even effort though. It's
He's
just
going
like he
through
has no
stuff.
rhythm. He has no timing.
Laziness. No,
He's
Rashawn
in a
Holmes
new
is
role.
never
No, I mean he's
lazy.
playing a new role, right? Which he hasn't done in a long time.
I asked you this too. Do you think coming off the bench is going to affect him in any way? And you can. And again, I'm going to give it with a grain of salt here. Like he did lose his cousin.
They've had a practice and a half.
Right. He's come off that eye injury. Then he had COVID. Like I get all that stuff. It's just, like either you're in it or you're not. And right now,
To be fair, though,
from the outside,
they
from the
haven't
outside
played
perspective, you
him
can tell.
with Sabonis enough, right?
They haven't played with Sabonis at all. I don't think I've seen a lineup with them two.
They
together yet.
played like 5 minutes against the Nets
5 total minutes or 5 minutes and a quarter.
in the quarter. I'm pretty sure.
Well, from my interview, which you can check out youtube.com/KingsNation,
Yeah.
the Kings Score, James Boyd, who covers this team, travels. He was in Milwaukee when I did that interview covering that game. He says, don't do it. He says, don't
Right.
do those lineups. He says, that's a bad idea. He says, Miles Turner was a shooter more than Rashawn Holmes is. And
Can you see
they
Rashawn Holmes playing a Trey Lyles Metu role with Sabonis?
My thing is, I don't think there's the passer on his team that's looking for his roles anymore or looking for that push shot for him anymore. And I think that takes away from him being able to play next to him.
But can you feel that type of role though? Like I mentioned, like cutting off
can he-
weak side,
I
like
don't
just
think-
getting buckets. Like
Metu is guarding DeRozan. Would you want to see Rashawn Holmes guarding DeRozan?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I think he can do
Okay.
better than Metu. I do.
Do you want to see?
I do.
Do you want to see Holmes guarding DeRozan over Harkless?
Off a switch.
It doesn't matter. That DeRozan made sure
like,
that he had Metu every time. He got those switches. He made sure that happened. So that's gonna happen every time when Holmes is good.
So what's your issue then? Because I mean, you had Metu out there.
I mean, but
Either way.
right? Which Alvin Gentry,
Either
Alvin
way.
Gentry, hey,
Either
bro,
way,
when
right?
you
Like-
realize someone's getting cooked, yeah, and he's burnt, take him out.
And then Harrison Barnes
But-
on your bench.
To start the fourth when it's a tie game, that was iffy. That was very iffy. When they go down by 7, you don't call a timeout. That was pretty iffy too. You call that timeout quick. You don't want the Bulls to keep building that momentum. Again, that was a snowball effect.
So Adrian,
Join the show, bro.
Final thoughts. Oh man, I think Sabonis is what we needed. I think we're gonna do good after the All-Star break, and yeah, I mean, I think the future from here looks great. I mean, as long as we could just stay together, play hard, and find a way to get the team to coexist. That's kind of what it is in a nutshell.
Are you more excited as like a fan that watches this team? Like I've talked to you before we've hooped together. Like as a fan that watches this team a lot, are you more excited about what this team can look like after the break, or are you more excited of what they can look like next season?
After the break, because that's what matters now.
Okay,
It's a now team.
So you want the play in.
Exactly, yeah. Because I feel like it doesn't matter what team they play going forward into the play-in tournament, because they've proven that they can be any high caliber team. It's just a matter of putting the pieces to the puzzle together and making it work.
Okay.
Because it could happen. It's there.
Are you with my idea that this should be the last episode that we talk about Halliburton and Buddy Hield?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
They're not on the team anymore.
Thank you.
They're not on the team anymore.
but unfortunately, fans will always. Okay, to be fair,
It's the
how
fans'
long
fault.
have we talked about Luka?
I don't bring up Luka no more.
We Tyson.
No, hey, look at.
How many years did we talk about Luka though?
No one.
We're still talking about Luka.
This is what we talk about Luka. This is how Kings fans talk about Luka. Don't bring it up. That's how they talk about it. They go, you remember Marvin Bagley? You're like, don't bring it up.
But they're acting like he's like that's how fans seem like to me with Tyrese. They're obsessed about it.
I mean,
Like, it's
like I
crazy
said-
to me.
Like I said, I read that article that he wrote for the Players Tribune, and it made me wish he came back for just that moment. Just that moment. He humanized trades in the NBA. And if you guys haven't read that on the Players Tribune, there's no subscription. You just click on that article and you read it. It's a beautifully written piece. Like, man, I love Tyrese Halliburton. I think he's going to be a great player one day. Like, I really think he could develop into it. But this team is Fox's team, and this was the right move for Sacramento to start building for winning now. Like, it's not about like, oh, the future. The future is now, bro. Like, it's over a decade since the Kings have made the playoffs. With a 2-time All-Star next to De'Aaron Fox, the Kings have real building pieces. I will stand by that. I love this trade for the Sacramento Kings.
I'd rather have Davion.
And then it opened the door. It opened the door for Davion, too. It opened the door for Davion. You got a $40 million for Buddy Hield. And on top of that, you added the wing depth that everyone has been asking for. 3-and-D. You got it. Even though DiVincenzo hasn't been hitting shots yet, DiVincenzo last year.
He's been D, but there hasn't been no 3 to the D.
He's been D and E. Defense and effort. That's it. But
yeah,
when
D and E.
When the 3 comes out, 3-D-E, oh my
man.
gosh.
3-D.
Hey, put
man.
that on a T-shirt.
Put that on a T-shirt, bro. Marcus says I teared up reading it. All right, man.
Hey, bro.
Well, again, we
too.
appreciate Medici
Inside.
Sacramento for hosting us here tonight. It was a fun game. We're hoping to do this a lot more during the stretch of the season. It's going to be a hell of a finish. Hopefully the Kings don't fade. In other words, don't choke down the stretch of the season.
Though? Is it choking? Like choking would be like in my like let me ask you
I think
this.
the majority of people
Let me ask you this.
take fading as like choking though.
Let me ask you this. Kings, right? they're down one game. It comes down to the final game of the season. And they lose by 10. You're gonna say the Kings choked, right? But if the Kings stay at 2.5 the entire season because the other teams are winning, and they were just their schedule hit it or they just couldn't get it right,
they choked.
They choked that way
Yeah,
too.
they choked.
Even though the other teams are winning.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if the Bulls kept missing, the Kings were still in that game. Well, it just came down to the other guys hitting, and that's why I said. I mean, this could be a whole debate again. It's just for me. Fox offensively faded. Like defensively, his effort was there. The whole effort for the Kings defensively was there. It's just a make or miss league, and Fox couldn't get his offense going anymore, so he had to pass it off, and he faded.
Can someone in the chat come up with a different word that's not fade?
And he disappeared. Like, oh, right? Like, thank you. I mean, like, what else is it? Like, his offensively, Fox wasn't there anymore down the stretch when they needed him the most. It's not choking. It's the other team clamped him up and said, "Other guys beat me."
Disappear is choking to me.
I mean, there you go. I mean,
it is. I think disappear is even worse. This guy disappeared. Like
I don't think he disappeared.
He's non-existent. You know what I mean? Like he's non-existent.
The crazy thing is I'm only talking about the offensive end. Defensively, I felt like there was at times Fox was being watching it from here and just seeing how active he was, like pointing at people and getting over screens and doing the.
He said
like
anti-clutch.
I mean, hey, there you go.
Fox didn't fade when he made plays and got assists.
I mean, okay, there you go.
Right, like we always talk about impacting games in like different ways.
The Kings win.
No, he was anti-clutch today. Hey, let's just leave it.
Anti-clutch. Anti-clutch.
Anti-clutch. All right, man. Again, thanks to Danny and the entire staff of Medici Sacramento. Make sure you guys support local. There's a ton of great restaurants here on the Hardin and Doco. Again, man, the more money you guys spend in your local economy, the better it is for more jobs and stuff like that. So definitely support your local businesses.
You went AWOL.
Went AWOL. Is that better than anti-clutch?
Sure. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
All right, man. On behalf of the entire CK family, Basketball Zone family, we thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a happy All-Star weekend.
Yep.
Peace.
Okay.